Hello, my name's Gavin. This is Genre Books, and it's Tuesday. It's Tag Tuesday, and it's another Christmas tag. I think the third Christmas tag I've done in a row, but I've got to do them now because they won't keep till next year. I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat and by Stuart Griffin in the Christmas Joy tag. This was originated by Sandy Says Read. There are 8 prompts, although there are a couple of sub-prompts in there, so I think we have 10 in reality. The first prompt is, show us what you're drinking, your favourite Christmas drink. My favourite Christmas drink would probably be the sherry.
Would you like a drink?
Sherry.
Sherry. Sherry?
Sherry.
Sherry.
But I'm not drinking this Christmas. And even if I were, this might be a little too early in the morning to start. So, coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon. I don't normally drink on the channel. No one wants to hear me slurping. But here is the large Christmas mug with various Christmas bedecked Disney characters. And I've got coffee. Prompt 2A. What is a Christmas book or story that you remember a parent or a teacher reading to you when you were a kid? I don't really. I was read to when I was a child, but I don't remember there being specific Christmassy tales. Obviously, every year there was the Nativity. You were drilled in that at school. But no Christmassy. I think that probably came around when I was reading to my own kids. Now, I used to love, when I was a child, the Mr. Men stories. I couldn't get enough of them. But I don't remember them being particularly Christmassy. And then, when I had kids of my own, I noticed that there was now a Mr. Christmas. And there were Christmas-themed Mr. Men stories. So I have read those. Prompt 2B. Since childhood, what's a Christmas story or book that you enjoy or find yourself returning to each year? I'm going to go with an author rather than a book or story, and pretty unimaginatively, it's Charles Dickens. I'm not a great rereader, so there isn't going to be a story or a book that I go back to time and again. I make a bit of an exception with A Christmas Carol. But as well as A Christmas Carol, other years I've also read The Chimes, The Cricket on the Hearth. This year, 2 ones that were new to me, A Christmas Goblin and The Poor Traveller, which admittedly wasn't very Christmassy, but it was one he put out at Christmas. And I don't think you can go wrong with Dickens. Prompt number 3. Has your favourite author written a Christmas story? No. I think my favourite is going to be Borges, and I can't think of a single Christmas story he wrote. Possibly because I think he did have a horrific accident one Christmas Eve, so maybe he's not the best person for feeling Christmassy. Prompt number 4. Who is your favourite Christmas character from a book, history, or a movie, etc.? It's difficult to pick one, and I think easy to pick from the movies, so I'll go with some characters from films. Grand Santa from Arthur Christmas. He's great, so he is a retired Santa Claus. Arthur Christmas is a movie we have ended up watching most Christmas Eves in the last decade or so. And I should imagine we'll be watching it again this Christmas Eve. But you have James McAvoy, Hugh Laurie, Jim Broadbent, Imelda Staunton, Michael Palin, and Bill Nye as Grand Santa. He wants to be Santa still. He's been put out to pasture though, and he uses his grandson to try to prove that he's still got it, and he doesn't. I just realised all the ones I jotted down are old men. But Edmund Gwynn, who is the Father Christmas from Miracle on 34th Street, the original one. I think it's because I haven't seen him in many other films that I just associate him with that part. So it's quite easy to believe a little bit more in his portrayal. And that scene where he starts talking in Dutch to the little refugee girl, that'll get you every time. I'm also going to go with Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life, the bumbling angel who does quite a good job of saving George Bailey. So yeah, I'll go with those characters. Prompt number 5. Do you munch on a snack while you read? And if so, which of your favourite holiday confections do you reach for at this time of year? Well as being off the drink this year, I'm also off the holiday confections to a large extent. I will be making an exception for a small daily stipend of Stollen. I love Stollen. I'm going to have the Stollen Bites. I bought them back in November. Haven't touched them. They're sat there ready. Festive bready treats infused with a lot of marzipan. And if it wasn't Stollen, it would probably be marzipan as the Christmas treat. But that'd be a very dangerous thing to start eating whilst you're reading. So I don't eat whilst I read, because that makes the pages all mucky for one thing. But I think at Christmas anything with marzipan goes. I won't be having them this year, but those little bars of marzipan of the stuff you get from Nuremberg, I'm sure marzipan is the thing Nuremberg would like to be known for, and isn't. Prompt number 6. What's a Christmas tradition that you will never outgrow, and where did it come from? I always used to commandeer the TV listings, the Radio Times, when the bumper 2-week Christmas issue came into the house. And I would take a pen and scour the listings each day, seeing what I wanted to watch, what I would have to record, what I didn't want to miss. One year, my wife got me the Radio Times. I hadn't bothered getting it yet, and delivered it with glass of sherry and a mince pie. So it's only sort of one step away from getting my pipe and slippers at that point. I did enjoy going through and circling all the stuff I would want to watch over the festive period. So this year, no sherry, no mince pie. Still have the TV listings, but do not approach the TV listings with the same kind of excitement that I would do in previous years. The fare has become decidedly anemic. Prompt number 7. Recommend 1 or 2 Christmas titles that spark joy or that you would recommend. Well, I'm going to admit I'm suffering from a little bit of recency bias here, but I think these 2 suggestions would work any year. It's just that I've only read them for the first time in the last week or so. In fact, I spoke about both of these in my Read What You Own challenge from a week ago. First of these is The Little City of Hope by F. Marion Crawford. So this is turn of last century New York, or New York State area. An impoverished inventor runs out of money just before he realizes his dream of creating some motor, and starts to lose hope, and he's given hope again by his family. And I'd also recommend the collected Christmas stories from John Kendrick Bangs. So I spoke about these a week or so ago. They're just fantastic. They've sort of absolutely hit the spot between the charity aspect of Christmas, the pulling on the heartstrings of tales of woe, and gentle humour, or the sort of clubbable humour you get from Bangs. So yeah, those are my recommendations. And the second part of prompt number 7. What are some Christmas memories that evoke feelings of nostalgia? Perhaps they make you feel a little sad, but they also give you a warm feeling when you think about them. It doesn't sound very Christmassy, but the Christmas holidays when you were at school, so you're off for 2.5, 3 weeks, you've got all that time and a lot of stuff to watch on the telly, and you've got a brand new pack of blank video cassettes. So I've already scoured the Radio Times by this point. I'm too young for Sherry. And I know what I want. And this year there is a season of films of the old Japanese Godzilla and Godzilla Universe films. So I record all of those. Another year, I think it was Hammer Horrors. Another year would be old science fiction films. I think is where I probably got a lot of love for a lot of different genres that I still enjoy. And it's something that I just don't see anymore. I mean, this isn't primetime stuff. This is 2 a.m. on Channel 4. Hence the video cassettes, because I needed to set the recorder and watch the films the next day. And I couldn't keep them because I only had the one pack of video cassettes, and I would have to start taping over stuff. Give me a week or so in charge of the BBC over Christmas and watch those listings improve. Prompt number 8, tag other people, and I will do below the line. Thank you to Sandy for creating this tag. Thank you to Stuart and Pat for tagging me. And until next time.